In many communities, like in the smaller communities outside of New York, there are minyanim that have started under the guidance of those community rabbis. Some of the community rabbis in some communities, some shuls are open and others are yet closed. Is there a halachic imperative if the local doctors have determined that we should feel safe under those guidelines to daven? Is there a halachic imperative to go to minyanim? Is there not such a halachic imperative? How should one deal with the mixed messages they're getting in their own community about minyan attendance in these middle days as we're reemerging?
There's a fundamental chazon ish that in the realm of pikuach nefesh, sometimes we have a lot of gray area. And a person that is choishish is entitled to be mechal Shabbos. But a person could also put his trust in a Kodesh Baruch Hu and not be mechal Shabbos. I know there are different attitudes and different approaches, and I think they are all legitimate. Some Rabbanim are more cautious, and I think caution is called for in other times. But if you could have a minyan in a real responsible fashion, people distancing themselves from each other, wearing masks, and if the local medical authorities feel it's safe, then it is legitimate. Some rabbis are afraid, are concerned that if we let minyanim come together, it'll be impossible to control and determine how, who, and when people will come together. And they are afraid that people might not take all the necessary precautions, and we will once again be causing the spread of disease. So I think both approaches are legitimate. And I think we need to give the authority to local rabbanim to decide for their communities what is the proper way to proceed. And I will be very careful not to dictate to communities and kehilas on the other side of the world exactly. I could give the basic guidance, but I will not go into details to say where we should have a minyan and where we should not. I trust the local rabbanim.